All right, there is more football ahead, including our main event from right here in Grosse Pointe between the Norsemen and Cousino. Also, some volleyball highlights are still in store. But first, if you want to make yourself a better athlete, don't do it alone. This is 2011. You want to get bigger, stronger, faster. You need to learn from the guys that make it their business to making you a better athlete. Learn from the Varsity Shop Training Center.
Hi, I'm Chuck Van Roewees from the Varsity Shop Training Center, Director of Strength, Speed, and Conditioning. Today we're going to talk about how we progress our athletes through the squat mechanics, making sure they're doing it with proper technique. So Clay's just starting with a simple squat here. We want to look for a couple specific things when we get going here. Most importantly with the squat, we want to make sure that the knees never get out past the toes. Once that happens, it puts a lot of pressure on his kneecap and patella. To do that, we think about making sure his whole foot stays on the ground, and when he goes down, that his hips are going back. Now, not so far back that his shoulders get out over his knees, because that's going to put pressure on his lower back as we get going. We're looking for good range of motion, making sure that his hips get as low as they feel like he can go naturally. Obviously, as he gets stronger, his range of motion will increase. Once we know that Clay's good enough technique-wise to progress past the medicine ball, we can start adding a little bit higher load. We go right to the dumbbells here now, and we leave the dumbbells low. Same mechanics, hips are going back. We leave the dumbbells in a lower spot because the second progression this way, it gives him a little bit of leeway with his lower back where he's going to be less likely to get hurt here in this situation. The next progression just moves the dumbbells a little bit higher. We do this just to change the center of gravity and make his core and lower back work a little bit harder to stabilize the weight. This would be the last progression that we would use before we would move into a straight bar. It just gets him used to the weight being in a higher position. The last progression now is moving to a straight bar where we're going to put it on his back. The big key is setting the bar up in a good position. We don't want it up here on our neck where it's going to do some damage and just feel a little bit too uncomfortable for the athletes. We want it to be down a little bit lower where he can support it with his trap and force him to keep his chest up. Go ahead. Good. Same rules, just trying to keep his chest up as he does it, pushing his hips back, driving through his heels. That was our squat progression at the Varsity Shop Training Center. I'm Chuck Van Roewees for State Champs.
For more information, log on to the VarsityShopTrainingCenter.com or call 248-874-4920.